I explain about the logic families. What is the logic family? It is the way to describe the internal circuit of the integrated circuits. So here there are different types of logic families. We have 7 basic logic families. Number 1, RTL means resistor transistor logic. Number 2, DTL, diode transistor logic. Number 3, IIL, integrated injection logic. Number 4, TTL, transistor logic. And number 5, ECL, emitter coupled logic. MOS, metal oxide semiconductor. 7th one, CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor. So these are the different logic families. Next time I explore about the CMOS NAND gate circuit diagram. The circuit diagram of the CMOS NAND gate as shown in above PPT. The CMOS NAND gate having two inputs like A and B. Here P channel MOSFETs Q1 and Q2 are connected in parallel. And N channel MOSFET Q3 and Q4 are connected in series. As shown in above PPT. Here the MOSFET is used in the circuit, so it can be act as a switch. At any input, at any low input, turn on its corresponding P channel MOSFET and turn off its corresponding N channel MOSFET, and at any high level it vice versa for the high input. Means MOSFET is off and P channel MOSFET is off and N channel MOSFET is on. In this circuit, the output is pulled up to the supply voltage, means high, when either Q1 or Q2 is conducting. The output is pulled down to ground only, means low, when Q3 and Q4 are conducting terminals. So now operation of this CMOS NAND gate, it is divided into 4 different cases. Case 1, if A is equal to B is equal to 0, when both inputs A and B are low, Q1 and Q2 are closed, and Q3 and Q4 are opened. Therefore, the output is pulled up to the supply voltage, means high. Since A is low, Q1 remains closed and hence the output Y stays in the high state. If A is equal to 1 or B is equal to 0, case 3, because B is low, Q2 is closed, this pull Y up to the supply voltage means high. And fourth case, when both inputs A and B are high, Q1 and Q3 are opened, Q3 and Q4 are closed. As Q3 and Q4 are conducting, hence the output is pulled down to the ground. So the below table summarizes the operation of two input CMOS NAND gate. So here the truth table of the CMOS NAND gate, we can take inputs A, B. So whenever both the inputs are 0, 0, then NMOS Q1, NMOS Q2, off, PMOS Q1, Q2 is on, so it is high 1. Then we can take input 0, 1, and NMOS Q1 terminal is off, Q2 is on, the PMOS Q1 is on, Q2 is off, so the output is low. When input is taken 1, 0, then NMOS Q1 is on, Q2 is off, PMOS Q1 is on, PMOS Q1 is off, Q2 is on, so output is low. When I take inputs 1, 1 means high, NMOS Q1, Q2 on, PMOS Q1 and Q2 are off, so output is low as shown in PPT. And here the characteristic of the CMOS gate is operating speed slower than the TT L series. Fan out, the CMOS logic has a high fan out because of their high input impedance. Power dissipation. The power dissipation of the CMOS is very low as compared to the TTL and ECL, as long as it is in DC conduction. So unfortunately, power dissipation of CMOS increases in proportion to the frequency at which the circuit are switching status and the voltage level of the CMOS. They are operating at high voltages, resulting in improved noise immunity. Unused inputs. CMOS inputs should never be left disconnected. All CMOS inputs have to be tied either to a fixed voltage level, 0 voltage, or supply voltage, or to another input. Next I am explain about the base, a comparison of the TTL, ECL and CMOS logic families. Here these are contains the basic gates. TTL contains the NAND gate, ECL contains the or NOR gate, CMOS contains the NAND or NOR gate. Here the fan in, comparison in fan in, TTL having 12 to 14, ECL greater than 10, CMOS greater than 10, and comparison into the fan out, TTL is a 10, ECL is 25, the CMOS is a 50. Power dissipation in microwave, TTL is 10, ECL 175, CMOS is a 0.001 power dissipation. So this is a very important bit in the competitive exams. Next, noise margin. Noise margin is 0.5 voltage in TTL, ECL 0.16 voltage, very lowest voltage. CMOS contain very highest voltage, that is 1.5 voltage. Next, propagation delay in nanoseconds. ECL having a 10, TTL having 10, ECL having less than 3. The CMOS contains 15, that means highest. And the next, noise immunity. Noise immunity is very good in TTL, ECL is good, and the CMOS having a very excellent. Then TTL and CMOS. So this is about the different logic families, comparisons, and circuit diagram of the CMOS NAND gate, and classifications of different logic families.